have a very interesting story about my experiences in Web3 and with SAP. As a child, I loved lemonade. It was the biggest thing for me. And it was actually also very interesting when I learned to make it. It's quite simple, right? You have lemons, you have sugar and then water, and then you can do it. But it was also the very first time I got into business, because as a child I was so standing behind my lemonade, I sold it everywhere. I sold it to my neighbors at the school, and was quite successful with it, actually. The question back then for me was, what's a business anyway? And just take it maybe 5 or 10 years down the road, what is it? Like, what are the building blocks for a business? And it's quite simple. You have resources and capabilities. In my case, it was the lemon. You have a process to do something with these resources and capabilities. Pressing it and making lemonade, marketing it, selling it. And you have a nice end product or service, which in my case was the lemonade. Down the road, my question was a little bit, okay, how would I have been able to scale it? Maybe at some point I do want to hire some employees or expand into other regions, sell it via other channels online. Like, what would have really helped me to do that? And the question is enterprise software. It really would have given me the ability to drive those processes, stay in control how I want to expand my business, and do the right thing with it. Now we do a fast forward in the time. I now work at SAP, the largest enterprise provider of the world. So 99 out of 100 of the largest enterprises are actually SAP customers. And I think we know a little bit about enterprise software, and this is also what I want to share a little bit, the learnings I had with SAP and how it relates really also into the crypto and on-chain world. I learned, for example, there are different categories for enterprise software. So everything I did wanted to do, hire employees, manage my resources, maybe find the best, most organic lemons in the world. We have software for that. Like, there is our ERP. This is what made SAP big. We have customer experience management for online shops and marketing. We have supply chain management, and we also have human experience management. But I also learned enterprise software evolves over the years. So you really have, if you think back in the history, how did you create a ledger? It was really pen and paper. Then the mainframe era came, so on-premise. This is also what SAP made big and where we really started to grow. And now, with the cloud world, there's just another technology adoption cycle, how enterprise software can evolve. And it's actually really one of the biggest growth drivers. My role as a product manager at SAP is also to think 5, 10, 15 years ahead and what might come next. And my personal belief is there is a play in on-chain, that enterprise software can run or will become on-chain. Now you might ask, hey Simon, nice theory, what makes you believe that? And for me, there's a really, really great, good, concrete example why I believe this, and it's the decentralized autonomous organization. If you compare it with a regular enterprise, it's not so different. You have resources you can match. It might be a token. You have a process, maybe it's the governance process. You have a product or a purpose why this DAO exists. And you have a fourth component, the community. Like, there's an incentive to contribute to the DAO or be involved in it. Making it very, very concrete, if I would start my lemonade business today and create a lemon DAO, the resources are the same. Maybe I have a lemon token. The process would be the same. Product would be the same, but there's the extra component of the community. And how would I manage this DAO with enterprise software? So today there's already tooling out there how you can manage your DAO. like treasury management, contribution management, and governance management. But, and this is a very important piece, we're all excited about blockchain. I think this is the case why we're here. Technology adoption is hard, especially for large corporations. So we need bridge builders and not really prophets that say, hey, there's the cool new world on-chain. We need bridge builders. It's very hard for a large corporation adopting new technology. But there are also tailwinds that help going over that bridge. And personally, I see 4 streams of that. The first one is really digital currency and payments. So with stable coins, they really have a utility in an enterprise. It's not very volatile like Ethereum or Bitcoin, and actually also has a great use case, for example, in cross-border payments. The second piece is cross-company collaboration, especially during COVID and all the logistic and supply chain disruptions. Enterprises realized, hey, we should collaborate much more closely, because if you cannot fulfill your contract as a supplier and deliver me the right product at the right time, I have an issue in my value chain down the road. And this is where also some initiatives like Catena-X and etc. emerged. But companies also understand, okay, there's maybe a technology that can help with that. The third piece is really digital asset ownership. So about NFTs. As a company, if I launch an NFT drop, I need to own it, distribute it somehow. Same for real-world tokenization. Maybe as a company, I do want to have my real estate tokenized, so I can trade it, I can do the stuff. And the fourth piece is really about identity and sovereignty. My consumers do want to share certain things with me, but they do want to be sovereign also in their things, and my employees. So how is SAP really building those bridges? And those are really some examples of many we are doing, but some specific highlights. So we actually have a great co-innovation with BitPay, which actually helps our enterprises and customers to accept cryptocurrencies without getting it on their balance sheet. It's really about, hey, I can offer you to pay in Bitcoin, but BitPay swaps it immediately into fiat, and the corporate gets the fiat. It's an easy way for corporates to get into crypto and see if there is even demand. The second thing is Baseline. Baseline is a community, a technology to synchronize those very complex cross-company processes on a notarization level. A third piece is our NFT management. It's really great in our CX department, because you actually can do great loyalty programs, and this is where like big brands are jumping on, because you actually can get to that community. And the fourth piece with identity, there's a great co-innovation with Datev around business identity. So really making it easier for a business to say, hey, I'm a valid business. And for individuals, we're part of the Velocity network for career credentials. So this is really where employees can hold their data, have notarized certificates. Hey, I have that skill. I worked at that employer, and really can prove their CV in a way. But if you would ask me today, hey, Simon, I also want to found a Lemonade enterprise, what would I recommend? We have a very amazing public beta with our SAP Digital Currency Hub. What is the SAP Digital Currency Hub? It's an easy way for small and mid-sized companies to do cross-border payments. In the end, it's your wallet. You can accept, receive payments. And the benefit for corporates is really about saving fees. It's much faster if you do it. And down the road, for sure, it will be part of the larger ecosystem. So our key products like S4, Business One, and other things. And with that, I can only say, look world, look mom, my Lemon enterprise is on-chain. It was a pleasure to talk. I'll stick around here, so if you have any questions, we also have many many employees here to help. Just hit me up. It was a pleasure.
Kann ich nicht. Okay, perfect. So, due to the fact that we're a bit early in time, right? Can we pick up a question? Yes. Yeah, okay. Do we have any questions in here for Simon? Okay.
Also fine.
You did a great job. Thank you. Okay.
So, do you already have experience like including these Web3 products into bigger SAP transformations? Since I'm a bit interested in that topic, since we are supporting bigger SAP transformations in our customers, and currently looking how we can include all these Web3 capabilities, be it NFT management, be it supply chain traceability, how we could incorporate them, because it's often a bit difficult to sell or provide them independently. So maybe you can elaborate a bit.
I think you should definitely stick around for our panel, because I think this is actually a good topic, how you can drive the adoption. But from my personal experience, what I have seen, those are use cases we are really trying to experiment with real customers. And you need those early adopters who are willing to explore it with you. So it's not really at that stage where I see, hey, look, this is a big thing and we can go all in into the stuff. But I think we get deeper into that in the panel. So, good question.